Ahora no son los puntos de experiencia que te dan. Yo no me he tocado puntos de experiencia. Bueno, no tengo mejor. Punto de experiencia que te dan para que tú le pongas. Subirle, que vaya subiendo de con power y todo eso. Está tapando las bases allá abajo, está muy grande eso.
¿Cuál base?
Bueno, eso es lo que te ven, ¿no? Eso es cuando estás cargando. Así que ok, estoy aquí. Uno ahí. Uno ahí.
Continue.
Arriba. No, sí, no, no. Está bien, después que no metas.
Oh, pero dale para esa la de ahí.
Aquí.
Dale para abajo. Otra vez. Otra vez. Otra vez. Otra vez. Otra vez. Otra vez. Otra. Arriba. ¿Eso es lo que quieres? ¿Los Red Sox o los Orioles?
Bueno, los Yankees son buenos, pero pasa que ahí te sabe la de la bola, yo creo que.
Pues dale. Ahí.
Cojo. Vamos a ver, Chávez.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. With the 22nd pick in the fourth round, the New York Yankees select David Rivera, a second baseman from the East region.
All right, we're making our way through the middle rounds of the first-year player draft now. What do you guys have to say about this most recent selection?
Well, at this point, it's really hard to tell how any of these mid-round picks will turn out. I'm sure some of them will exceed expectations and become productive.
Ahora tiene que jugar las doble A y después meterán en liga.
Ok. Yo voy a aquel, por eso, como no lo jugué, no me salió entonces.
No, porque no grabó.
Bueno, mundo ahí.
Enter training,
¿Training a dónde?
Ahí.
Ok, ahora esperan. Tengo tremendo. ¿No te hundís nada? Esos son los puntos que te dan, ¿verdad?
No sé.
Son amarillos.
No sé.
Necesito ponerle puntos, subir el energía a los jugadores, al jugador. Unos puntos verdes. Dame ver. Y no hablan ni nada, solo me gusta.
No sé por qué.
Todo va a ser bien difícil lo que van a hacer. Jesus. Ya empieza. Yo lo he hecho ayer. Bueno, no importa, vamos. Pero ahora porque la se va a mandar. ¡Mala madre!
Tienen que hacer un doble de ahí, tirárselo a segunda y segunda se lo tira a primera.
Solo me tengo que virar aquí. La cojo yo, nene.
Te dieron 30 puntos de experiencia.
Manda la mía. Va. Ah. Un problema. Punto 30 me lo quitaron, ya bajaron 20. Ah, no, pero ¿cuál es
para segundo es el 0,
Este.
Ajá.
Vamos a ver. Ay, Dios mío, otra vez de nuevo la banda en tri. Otra vez la banda. Difícil.
Pero te da el botón que es.
Ya llevo 10 bajas.
¿Cuál botón estabas usando?
Este. Así va para primera. Ah, pero ¿cuál es para tu mapa ahí?
Para primera es.
No, para segunda.
First, second, third, ese mismo.
Yo no puedo pisar. Es bien difícil esto. No subí. Este dice. Ajón. Vamos a sacarla. 135. 25. Muy mal. Muy mal. Yo sé que es fácil hacer eso. No sé para la gente que sabe. Ayer empecé bien el juego con... ¿Qué van a hacer ahora? Ayer empecé el juego con aquella gente, lo más bien, ganamos el primer juego. Vamos a ver con esto. Ahí. No tiene para subirle experiencia, para subirle cambio. Para los puntos verdes. Bueno, se está cogiendo.
Dale para atrás, va a 0. Baja de ahí. A la izquierda. No. Sí, ya es el 0. Ahí.
No tienen punto. No, todavía no he hecho nada.
No, tú tienes 638.
¿Dónde tú ves? ¿Y por qué no están verdes?
¿Cómo que no están verdes?
Sí, el tipo que lo hace tiene toda esta línea ahí, los está 0. Ya los verdes completos y él los usa. Vamos a jugar primero para que me den punto, verdes.
YTD change. ¿Qué es YTD change?
Yo no sé.
Sí, pero tú puedes usar los otros puntos, los puntos de práctica.
¿Qué es esto?
Contacto. No subas eso.
Me voy a esperar tener punto.
Para abajo. Eso es para batear.
Pero no tengo punto.
Tú tienes 638.
¿Dónde tú lo ves?
Los amarillos también es chavo arriba.
Ahí. ¿Y este?
Eso es si bateas a la izquierda. No.
Bueno, yo no bateo a la izquierda, yo bateo a la derecha.
Eso es bunting.
¿Qué es eso?
Las tocaditas. Dale para abajo. Para abajo. Play vision. Sube eso también.
¿Qué es eso?
Para ver los plays. Eso te ayuda con el swing de aviso, ¿no? Dale para abajo.
¿Y eso? Eso no va.
Sí, súbelo, eso te ayuda cuando hay corredores en la base. Ahora presa el R1. Ese. Ajá. Bueno, dale otra vez. A la izquierda.
¿Esto?
No. El botoncito este. Espérate.
Hay que quitarle la mierda a la música esa. Busca cómo ponerle la maldita voz para atrás.
Espérate.
Busca cómo darle a las malditas músicas y ponerle la voz. No sé cómo, buscar cómo se hace. No, sí, con la música puesta. Tengo su lado entonces. Voy cambiando la letra arriba. Y apagar, y bajar, completa. Para las voces.
Ya están puestos.
Las voces. ¿Qué meses ahí? Tiene que 10 vaqueras.
La presentación.
Tranquilo. Paso de cambiar el nombre. No está ahí.
Ahí.
Sí. Adiós. Está bien, vamos primero a coger los puntos verdes, eso.
¿No lo crees?
Que yo no sé cuáles son los puntos que coger los puntos primero, verde.
Ok.
Nada, sin
Tiene
cero.
600 ahí.
Está bien, ya que juegue una partida, entonces voy a hacer. A ver, coger los puntos verdes. Ahí es la. Vamos a ver si me sale bien hoy. Con los Yankees esto. Usted sabe darle a la maldita bola. Vamos a ver si hablan ahora.
All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. David Rivera is our man to watch, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him to the major leagues. He wasn't a top draft pick, so he likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers in the minor league. Still, I know this organization has said they were happy to get a chance to draft him. Maybe they feel he could blossom into a solid player someday. It takes a lot of hard work, resiliency, and determination to make it to the big leagues. His journey starts today, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, Eric Stevens is ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show.
My goodness. Vamos a ver hoy.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Erie Seawolves and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
This team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Matt Alford gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, Matty, he's just basically your three-pitch pitcher. Not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of different pitches, but still good enough stuff to give you a problem.
At the plate, Chester Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Oh, tú eres shortstop. Yo creo que eso se lo puede cambiar, David.
Hit out towards second.
Ahí.
Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Porque yo veo a este muchacho ahí pichando.
In now, Carlos Aguero. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Yo lo hice muy bien ahí.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. Rivera ranges to his plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there. So that's going to allow his man to reach first safely. So that'll go down as an easy 4. He certainly had his problems that time at second base. He is lost now. Angelo Velasquez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. And he is in there.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Wow.
Drew Beckman settles into the box for his first chance. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Si quieres te podemos cambiarla a una base mejor.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it. And
Okay.
he'll reach first as they can't make the play on
¿Te
it.
cambiamos eso?
¿Ah?
¿Te cambiamos la posición?
David
No me saca de juego.
take his first cuts with a man at first and 2
Ya
away.
llevan 2
Yeah,
carreras.
he's going to have to find a gap to get that man on first a chance to score.
Wow.
No tiene que
This one
borrar el
out
juego.
four is there for it, and that retires the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Seawolves are out on top, 2-0.
Yo quiero ser pitcher. No,
Clinton Forbes
Tiene que
is
hacer
into the
ahorita de
box
ese
for
juego.
his second appearance.
el tipo está
0 for
pichando
1
ahí,
with
no
a
se
fly
puede.
out. Nobody out, runner on first.
Se le da miedo todavía, ahora sí me van a coger aquí. A ganar ahí.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. Fielded clean.
Tía, qué mucha cohete.
And he's retired here, one away.
Cohete entonces.
The batter.
David Rivera in now.
Popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just upped on a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the fat head to drop a little bit.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Vamos a ver a cuál es un bullo aquí.
Boy, not even close with that one. He's behind 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4.
No sé por qué no. Bueno.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's just having all kinds of trouble up there.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily.
Fuera, que yo no sé ni nada ahora, cuál es la buena.
He's running towards second. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
El coach te está hablando por el control.
And that right there was his first hit at the Double-A level. Steve, that's got to be an exciting moment for him.
Yeah, with that first knock out of the way, he can now settle in and start working on the next one. Of course, he's aiming for that first major league hit, but he's got to start somewhere.
Maurice Coleman strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
So stepping in, number 19, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second as a base hit into the outfield.
Wow.
Here's the 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Hoffman on the move. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
Well, the run's going to wind up scoring on the play anyway, but how's this for a nice play? This inning could have gotten a lot worse if he doesn't.
Damn.
Mason Williams gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out. Here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. We've played 4 full. The Seawolves lead it 3-2.
Ahora se puede hacer lo que tú dices.
Yo creo que sí, hombre.
Beckman will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Hey, come on now, guys.
5 carreras llevan estos condenados.
No, tengo que salir de esto.
Wow. Wow, este momento y pueda jugarlo de nuevo. Tienen que poder a ver. Este tipo está pichando aquí en este juego. Vema. Él está ahora cogiendo la fase. Ahí va.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. That's how you want to get your season started.
Time of the ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth.
Ya tenemos una. Ahí. Yo creo que eso es de eso. Sí, gané de milagro. Me juego. Mira lo bien que coge la bola ahí en el piso, condenado, y se vira. Wow. Tipo, ¿qué tipo sabe jugar? El tipo sabe jugar. ¿Qué está haciendo ahora? ¿Qué le está cambiando?
Las posiciones no tienen pa' pitcher, Larry.
¿Cómo es pichea?
Yo no sé.
Ah, pues déjalo entonces, ponme en primera.
En primera.
Ponme en primera entonces, a ver. No me Chávez, si él está pichando ahí, en ese juego.
Aquí tiene pa' primera y después vas a estar en tercera.
Ay.
No tiene pa'... Ok. No sé qué es si catcher. Sí, center field, no sé cuál es el deporte.
Vela como el pichea. No, va a batear ahora.
Quizá cuando estaba training pudo sacar para pichar.
Pues lo veo, olvídate de eso. Y otra vez. Ay, Guni. Qué malo jugarle las bases.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Erie Seawolves and the Trenton Thunder. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Barry Hart is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for him.
David Rivera will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
David Rivera.
Tengo la base, tengo el costo azul bien necesito un poco. Medio.
Ripped on the ground to first. He's up with it. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
At the plate, Drew Beckman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ya.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take this sure out.
The center fielder.
David Rivera comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
David Rivera.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Let's go now. One time.
A little party there. No balls and a strike. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit sharply on the ground. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Angelo Velasquez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances.
Went away. Shit.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4 right to him. And he'll
Madre,
first
coño,
as they
pero que
can't make the play on him.
base.
Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with a 4 on the play.
Así de que era lo que pierda 1000 veces.
David Rivera will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through.
On his way to pitch number 75. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, have a wrist, kid. Here you go.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Velasquez is underneath this one, and that's out number 2. Pete Archer will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
5-10.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Otra vez esta mierda aquí. No me gusta esto.
Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Seawolves are out on top, 10-5. Striding in to start the 9th, David Rivera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Eso sí está cambiando.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
10 runs.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Erie Seawolves and the Trenton Thunder. It's baseball. It's the... David Rivera will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Come on, big guy.
No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And with that, let's check out the Seawolves on
Cero.
Keith Mitchell is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit out towards second. Rivera scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, David Rivera, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game. You can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Come on, guy, get your pitch right here. Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Hit down the third baseline. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Hot shot to third.
Esa buena.
And through to left, a base hit. Oh, and he ignored the third base coach and heads for home. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Austin Law will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. On the ground, softly towards second. Rivera gloves it, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I don't think this is what he intended to have happen, but it's going to work out for him. Once he saw the ball get by the pitcher's mound, we knew it was going to be a tough play. And sure enough, he winds up beating this thing out for an infield single.
Digging in and looking for more, Garrett Hoffman. He singled his last time up.
They put him away.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Back. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Seawolves lead it 5-3. Keith Mitchell strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Now, here we go.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Seawolves are out on top, 5-3. David Rivera will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Rivera.
They see it, drive it. Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Clinton Orr is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Hey, nobody gone now.
Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, designated hitter, Bruce.
David Rivera gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
David Rivera.
All right, one time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. David Rivera steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
David Rivera.
Come on, big guy, get the pitch.
Drilled on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Dustin Ackley. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Thunder. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you better be careful.
Andy Frederickson will stand in. He is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April.
No one out now, no one out.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to first, and they get them both. With a moment now, here's how Trenton will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one is the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday.
David Rivera will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Hey, have a good rip up there, Hawk.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Wow.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time. Here we go.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ferris has it in his tracks. Makes the catch from the runner from third. Breaks for home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, from a defensive point of view, it does cost them a run on the sacrifice fly, but at least they're finally able to get an out. Plus, the other two runners have to hold, so a double play is still in effect if they can get a ground ball.
Glenn Ferris will dig in. He singled his first time around. Bases are empty, one man out.
Plays at one now.
Sent on the ground out to second. Rivera. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Left fielder, Billy
David Rivera gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game. But you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Wait for your pitch right here. Let's get your pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground to left. And that is through into left field, the base hit. And a relay to the plate. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here.
Bien, amigos, den like, actívense en el canal, ponen el canal, please.
Into the box for his second appearance, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Antes que le gusta tanto los juegos de pelota, sí, apoyen este juego.
Left side, backhanded. Hold it here. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. Trenton leads this one 2-1. So stepping in, number 43, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Thunder are on top, 2-1. So a pivotal moment here and digging in now. Rivera, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best result is that mindset.
Rutledge in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, normally you prefer your hitters to be aggressive, but this was a situation where it really cost him. He's got 2.
Gerald Rutledge will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Put him away.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 7, and the Sea Dogs lead this one 4-2. David Rivera will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
One time, right here.
Hey, clutch up right now for us, kid.
First pitch hacking here. That's the first strike.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the time in scoring position with
¿Cómo le va a dar cafecito a los míos?
to be a productive at bat. Even if you don't reach base.
Oye, si esta mañana se lo apagaron, no lo sé.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Boy, I'll tell you,
And with probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now to the plate, Sergio Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit out towards second. Oh, and this goes right past him.
batting third. Designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Jose Chavez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runner at first here with one away in the 2-2 ball game. Ground ball to second. This could be two. And that's through for a hit. And he is in there. David Rivera will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Second baseman, David Rivera.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Juan Ibar is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Go, boys. Go.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And no, I spoke too soon. It's by him for a two-out hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's...
Orlando Alonso is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. And you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 2-2. At the plate, David Rivera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
High in the air out to center field. Sanchez moving to his left, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Billy Allsweed strides into the box now. Launches one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Hello.
On the ground, softly towards second. Rivera right there. Throw gets him 2 down.
Hello.
Ray Nunez will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
On the ground is short. This could be 2 to second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Será para hacer un lower play ahí.
Now batting,
David Rivera will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Rivera.
First pitch on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now. He can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. David Rivera will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Starts him with a rising fastball there for strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s.
Wow.
You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Andy Frederickson stands in now with one down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run. If they can find a way to get him all the way around. The play is in order, however. Ready on 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Well, he has some trouble with it, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. David Rivera struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Swing and a miss on the slider.
Three strikeouts already. You can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Swung on and chopped up the middle on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, it took him an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
Wow. No nada. No tengo ni un solo punto de experiencia. Nada. Porque el tipo está jugando de otra manera, no aquí así.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. David Rivera will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
See it driving, see it driving.
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, we'll take a look at this pitch again. It's a high fastball, and there really aren't too many options here. Pretty much all you can do is try to slap that thing the other way. Just a good piece of opposite field hitting there.
Freddie Baez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Hey, need you right here, one time.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to short. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Gary Ness will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. The second here with no score.
Yeah.
Towards second. Oh, what a play! The first, not in time.
Oh, lovely effort, though.
That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit and the inning continues. Leading off the inning, David Rivera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Skied into straightaway right. Reed is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Dig in now.
La tarjeta, que se iba a buscar cosas para poquito.
You know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first two at-bats. It seems to be seeing the ball well, with decent swings on it.
Splitter starts things off with a cold right.
Look at where we are in this game. Late innings, and this pitcher is throwing first pitch strike to every hitter he's faced. You wonder why he's getting good results.
Liner toward right center. In there with base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Leave a message after the tone.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red. You might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all.
Freddie Baez scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. On the ground up the middle to second for one. On to first, the double play. Gary Ness steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit out towards second to his right, Rivera. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
David Kawada struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over. Find a way to climb out of it.
Hard hit ball to second. Rivera is up. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding in to start the ninth, David Rivera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery, though.
And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let it. Freddie Baez come forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
And the defense is thinking, give it to us again. We'll take that all day.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the throw will go to second.
You have got to.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Van. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend. David Rivera will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Come on, baby, one time, here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Qué linda era esa.
Hey, one time, right now.
I think he held up in time, but that
¿Qué pasó si yo le zumbé?
strike two.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
First and second here with nobody out. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches. David Rivera is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first
Dios, Pato, coño, le da la maldita cajera a ellos, porque a mí no.
Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting.
Ellos no están bateando, ellos no están bateando.
Runner back safely.
Hey, you stick, driving right here.
First pitch on its way. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
Let it rip.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Let's go.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up. Stay through, let's go.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-0. David Rivera drives in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
On the ground near home. 2 down, runners at first and second. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Come on.
Que de la otra forma no se puede jugar la Grande Liga, ¿no?
Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand.
No, yo creo que el pichea de la otra forma jugando en el
So it's
otro
a run
lado.
on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Fisher Cats are out in front, 2-1.
Aquí no se puede pichar.
No, aquí no se puede pichar.
David Rivera stepped in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
Lo que estaba jugando yo y tú ayer es Grande Liga, pero tú no juegas con tus jugadores. Tú juegas con los jugadores de la Grande Liga.
Puede pasarlo.
Pasarlo como.
En el otro lado. Juego. ¿Podrá pasar así?
No. Este es pasándolo. El otro juego es más que jugando.
Don't be afraid,
Como decimos tú y yo ayer, jugando y jugando y jugando.
Trying to hold
Yo no
the
sé,
lead.
David.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Maldito palo este.
Hey, drive him in for us, please. Here you go.
Coño.
The 0-2 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reed will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. David Rivera will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Well, he was fortunate to strand the bases loaded in the first inning, but he serves up a leadoff single here to start the second, so he could be in for another high-stress inning.
Joe McDougal will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
2-2.
Hey, you pitch. Go to deep. Here you go.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Hey, come on, big dog. You fit?
He's set. Here's the 3-2. A ball hit hard to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out.
Ah, no. Es una mierda yo jugando estos juegos.
Rivera will dig in. He singled his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ripped down the line. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Now batting. Third base.
Joe McDougal stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
The 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. A diving effort. He'll still managed to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit. David heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Shoots this one to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is,
Joe McDougal will stand in here. 2 with a run scored so far.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think it's actually qualified to strike 4.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Digging in to try it again, Maurice Coleman. He singled his last time up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, he'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In now, Mason Williams. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier.
Let's go.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a looper to left. Kennedy moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone.
Dan Anderson digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Trenton leads this one. At the plate, David Rivera. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Striding into the box, David Rivera. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The man you see here out for a 2nd inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
Ripped on the ground to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
How about it?
For that base hit, he presents the go-ahead run down there at first base. And boy, he is fired up. Look at that emotion.
Joe McDougal comes to the plate in a key spot. Go-ahead run at first with nobody out. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball.
Come on, guy, get the pitch up there.
And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there.
This is a completely wasted at-bat here. You've got to be able to at least get wood on the ball. Now, I say this as a guy that wasn't asked to bunt ever, but, geez, at least put the ball in play.
Maurice Coleman stands in now with 1 down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run if they can find a way to get him all the way around. Double play is in order, however.
Yeah, he has definitely got to look for something up in the strike zone and drive the ball to the outfield. Now, there's nothing more deflating than a game-ending double play.
Mason Williams strides to the plate with 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base.
Yeah, and the key here is don't try to do too much. At least move the line and get it to the next guy. It's not really easy to score a guy from first all in one swing.
So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 9th inning. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ball game, both of them doubles, and that really paced his guys to the victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 6-5. Good night, everybody.
No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Thunders, 5 runs.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. David Rivera is our man to watch. He's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. David Rivera will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch.
Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on it.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Sí, que lo amado Poncho, de verdad seguido.
And they're going to do a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing a strike, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Joe McDougal set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Hit in the air out to right. Reed waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Maurice Coleman. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. Kennedy is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in, Mason Williams. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
To short. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Thunder are on top, 6-0. David Rivera digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to center field. Milano is in pursuit. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold it.
Oh, yeah.
And the runner from second is in to score. And the run will score all the way from first. Make it 9-0.
Boy, that's a tough time out there for your outfield to let you down. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the play, and that was just a total lack of concentration. That's embarrassing.
Joe McDougal will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Come on.
Come on, kid, get on for it. Here we go.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Trenton leads this one 9-0. David Rivera is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
David Rivera.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Reed is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record.
All right, here we go.
David Rivera gets another crack right.